Hey, Honor, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
Good. Can't complain. Heading into your final regular season game here, your first season with the Patriots, how would you say, one, your first season in New England has gone for you, but two, how has the expectation sort of matched up with what you thought going in, it would be like?
I think it's been a fun season. Obviously there was a lot of new things going on, new area, new team, new culture. Felt like I meshed in well with it. I've really enjoyed being here. Enjoyed the season too. Everything that's come with it, the good, the bad, learning. I feel like I've become a better football player, and just in the overall scheme, everything. So it's been a pleasure, and I've really enjoyed this season more than I probably have almost any other season I've had. It's been a lot of fun. So looking forward to continuing to keep going, and excited for this week ahead.
Thank you.
Next question, Chris Ryan.
Hey, Hunter, hope all is well with you. Just want to kind of build upon that answer there. Like, what about this season, in totality, has made this, the most enjoyable season you've had?
I think a fresh start. It's been fun. I think growing with this new offense that I'm in has been fun. I think being a part of Patriots Nation now is fun. The fans, the city, and everything that is behind us. I can feel that and see that, especially at home games. Man, it's been a blast. So I think those things are some of the biggest things that stick out to me, that just excite me and been fun.
Yeah, sometimes you could just tell when players click, and it seems like you and Mac have clicked throughout the course of this year. Is that something that you get a feel for early on, or did that develop kind of throughout the course of the season? How would you describe that?
I think it's just continual growth, man, and that's only going to continue to grow the more years we put behind with each other. So, he's a tremendous talent, smart, works hard, always trying to get better. I think that meshes well with me too, because I'm the same way. I try to be very dependable, consistent, always trying to get better and work really hard. So, I think those two personalities have meshed well together.
Thanks, Hunter. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Next question, Mike Giardi.
Hey, Hunter, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm well. Question for you, and I know you guys have touched on this a little bit in terms of how this team is bonded, but I'm just curious if you feel a special bond too with the guys that all signed this offseason. There was a big sort of shift in the way the Patriots approached the offseason. They brought a lot of you guys in, and a lot of you guys have made major impacts on the team. And I'm just wondering if there's sort of a special, like, hey, he went through it, I can do it. If he did it, I can do it. That sort of thing.
Yeah, when we all came in, it was fun. It was kind of like a fresh start, and for all of us, we all knew, we all had heard of the Patriots, the culture, all this stuff, and I feel like it was kind of like there's a blend here of the guys that have been here, that have been around, that kind of know the culture and what it is, and then I think we were just a lot of fresh faces, man, that brought some energy, some different kind of energy. Different playing style maybe than they had in the past, just different things that we brought to the table. I think it was exciting to get with all the guys in the spring and kind of grow in that and growing just in personalities and getting to know each other. I think that's carried over tremendously. So definitely have, the guys that came in and have, been able to be effective and be out there on the field. I think we definitely kind of have a little group that kind of stick together. We're excited about.
Speaking of personalities, different personalities, Kendrick, I think Josh described it best. He said he's a light switch that never gets flipped off or turned off.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Very fair. The man's got juice for days. So it is always fun to have a guy like that in the building, man. He is constant energy, and it's very contagious. So love having KB in the building.
Thanks, Hunter.
Next question, Mike Reese.
Hey, Hunter, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing well, Hunter. I'm curious. We're going into the 17th game, and I think you play in every game. How significant is that to you, if at all?
It means a lot, honestly. It means a lot. I've been through my struggles, definitely in the league. I mean, y'all never got to see them, I guess, because y'all were here. Y'all didn't really pay attention probably to what was going on with me and the Chargers. But yeah, it's very significant. I've battled my injuries, battled a lot of things that just kept me off the field that I just honestly sometimes were out of my control. There were pretty freak injuries. It's kind of stuff that a torn ACL, a broken bone, I lacerated my kidney. So I've been through some stuff, some dark days, missed a lot of games that, I didn't really want to miss, but and that was kind of always the calling card over me is I haven't played a full season. So definitely means a lot. It's always been my goal every single year, going in every year is to be out there for those guys, be out there for my guys every single week. It's been fun to be able to do that every single week and be consistent.
And that's why I sort of asked the question the way I did. I mean, some of those things you can't control, you know. That being said, I was curious, did you do it? I mean, obviously the Patriots have a different strength program than the Chargers. And actually I did follow a lot of the injuries. Like one of the ACLs was like preseason, which is just like it could have happened in the last game of this, you know what I mean?
Right.
But so I think along those lines, my thought was, did you do anything different this year to try to have this end result, knowing that that's still out of your control? You know what I mean?
I think I was very motivated coming in here, trying to prove myself. So I think this offseason, I trained really hard, and I feel like I got a lot stronger. I think that was one thing, especially lower body wise. I also feel like I really changed my body. I lost honestly a lot of body fat and, made a lot of gains in that aspect. So I think we could, obviously I'm very thankful that I came here because definitely the program has been great and, definitely have changed my body and it's paid off for me week in and week out.
And next question, Dakota Randall.
Sorry, I forgot to pull my hand down. I had the exact same question, so I'll just pass it over to Andrew.
There you go. That a boy.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Hey, thanks. Just to follow up on the lower body stuff, we talked with Sean Wade earlier this year. He mentioned, at least relative to what he had done in Baltimore briefly, the Patriots had done a lot more lower body, lifting a lot more legs. Is that something you've also experienced here?
Yeah, baby. Squat till you drop, baby. Let's go.
All right, good.
Squat the house. No, lots of lower body and lots of lower body strength is very emphasized. So it's been good for me.
Cool. Explosion too. Is that?
Oh, no doubt.
Right?
No doubt. Always trying to get more explosive and everything that we do.
Gotcha. And then just one more for me, and obviously this is going to sound like it relates to Mac, but I'm curious, just as a longtime tight end, how much confidence do you get when you're working with a quarterback who kind of works through the entirety of his progressions, even if you're not, 1 or 2 in a particular play, you might get the ball even if you're 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, he Mac does a great job. He learns. He continues to work hard and adjust to every single thing. I mean, he's only getting better each week. I mean, obviously, from the outside, he obviously probably didn't play his best games there for a little stretch, but at the same time, I mean, he learned from them, continued to go to work. Everybody's going to have off games or games that probably weren't their best, but it's kind of how you learn from them, how you bounce back from them. He's done a tremendous job of that and it's continuing to get better every week.
Thanks, Hunter.
And we'll finish up with the final question from Mike Reese.
Thanks again, Hunter. I just was going to finish on Ramondre and just sort of what your thoughts are of him. Sort of, does he remind you of anyone with his run style? Just anything on Ramondre that comes to mind for you.
First thing that comes to mind with Ramondre is smooth. Very, very smooth. For how big he is, he's smooth. So he can get in and out of his cuts. He's got great vision for a young back. I mean, he's got a bright future, and so he's got all the intangibles that you'd want, but he's smooth, and so that it's always fun to watch him run.